Hey you guys, it's Vijaya, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a South Indian egg fry. This is a dish that I ate growing up, and it's a dish of hard-boiled eggs that's cooked in a tomatoey gravy, but it's on the drier side, so that's why we call it an egg fry in the South. It's super simple to make. We usually eat it with some basmati rice on the side, and it's really, really delicious. But before we get started, don't forget to hit me up on the gram. That's where you can stay up to date with me. Watch my Instagram stories. Go hit up my IGTV if I ever get to posting something on IGTV. That's the place to do it. And of course, if you're looking for the recipe, just click that info box down below and everything you need is there. Let's cook with some eggs. These ones are brown today, but white are okay too. We're gonna start by hard boiling some eggs, and different people have different techniques, but I wanted to show you the way that I do it because it's really, really simple and foolproof. So you're gonna take your eggs and you're gonna lay them into a pot like so. Nice and easy. Okay, that didn't take a lot of work, right? And then you're gonna top it up with water. You wanna make sure that the eggs are covered all the way to the top. And now I'm gonna pop them on the stove, and we're gonna crank the heat to high, let it come to a boil, and once it has come to a boil, we're gonna turn it off, cover it, and let the eggs sit for 10 minutes. And within those 10 minutes, they're gonna be perfectly hard boiled. We'll drain them, peel them, and they'll be ready to go for our dish. So I boiled my eggs and I peeled them. This is what, you guys know what a hard-boiled egg looks like. But here it is again, just in case. And now is when I'm gonna do a shameless plug. So I have a viral video on my channel called How to Peel an Egg 3 Ways. It has over 1 million views, you guys. Go give it some more views. If you don't know how to peel an egg, that video will show you 3 unique ways to do it. They're super simple, and I used a couple of those techniques today to get my eggs looking this way. So now we're gonna hit the stove. We're gonna make an amazing dry curry together. Come with me, it's gonna be yummy. Okay, so let's start making the sauce for our curry. Of course, I have my handy dandy canola oil here. I'm gonna add a little bit to the pan, as well as my fennel seeds, and we're gonna let them bloom. All right, so in goes a little bit of canola oil, and you want this to heat up a touch. And now I'm gonna add in my fennel seed. And fennel has the flavor of anise, which is really, really lovely and very typical in South Indian cuisine. And as you can see, it's already starting to sort of puff up and scent the oil. And we're gonna let this cook out for about 10 to 15 seconds before we add our next ingredient. All right, so my fennel is nice and toasty. Now in go some onions. Oh, I love that crackle. That's my favorite sound. And we're gonna cook these onions off until they're nice and soft and tender. Okay, so up next, we're gonna add our next layer of spices. So I have some Cayenne chili powder here for heat, some coriander powder, which has lovely citrusy notes, and turmeric, one of my favorite spices because it has so many great medicinal qualities, but as well, the color is gorgeous. So in they go. In they go. And you're gonna saute this up for about 10 to 15 seconds so all those natural oils from the spices come out. And already you can see how gorgeous the color looks. It actually smells amazing too. And again, this process doesn't take too long, so it's been about 10 or 15 seconds. And now our next level, some grated ginger, some fresh grated garlic as well, those go in. And you wanna saute these up until they're nice and fragrant as well. You can really smell that ginger and garlic coming to life with all those spices, and the color, it's incredible. Now in with my chopped tomatoes. Ooh. I'm gonna season up with a little bit of salt, a nice big old pinch of salt like that. That'll help the tomatoes break down. And we're gonna increase the heat to high, and we're gonna saute this for about 2 minutes. And that'll help with the initial breakdown of the tomatoes, because at the end of the day, we want them to be nice and jammy and thick. So it's been a couple of minutes and our tomatoes have already started to break down. At this point, I'm gonna drop the heat down to medium low. And you wanna put a lid on it at this point if you have a lid. I don't, unfortunately. So we're gonna cook it on medium low and let it become really soft and jammy in texture. And the tomatoes will break down and form a really nice thick sauce. So my tomato mixture has been cooking on medium-low for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now I'm gonna crank it up to high. As you can tell, looking at the curry base, there's already been a little bit of separation of oil from the tomato and onions, which is exactly what I'm looking for. That separation means the tomatoes and onions have really cooked out. They've reached their full flavor potential. And now I've increased the heat to high because you want to dry out this curry just a touch, okay? The coating on the egg should be nice and thick. It shouldn't be super duper saucy. And so by increasing it to high, we're gonna reduce and take out a lot of that moisture in there. This is exactly what I'm looking for. It didn't take very long, but those tomatoes and onions are now dancing across the pan. When I draw a line, it stays separated, which is such a great sign. It means that they're really, really well cooked out. At this point, I'm gonna add just a touch of water, like the tiniest bit. And this is gonna help the sauce cling to the eggs. In go my eggs, whoop. And we're gonna gently coat and cook them for about 2 minutes or so. And you just want that beautiful orangey yellow color to penetrate the egg white and for the flavor to go all the way through to the middle. So the last thing that we're gonna add while it's still on the heat is some fresh chopped coriander. Look at that color. And unlike other recipes, I want to cook the coriander out a bit in that beautiful oily coating, because that'll make it really, really extra tasty. And I mean, look at that. How gorgeous does that look? Oh, I can't wait to dig in. And just like that, our South Indian egg fry is done. I can't wait to dig in. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the sauce with the egg, and typically you can eat this like with chapathis or rotis or a little bit of rice, but for the sake of today's video, I'm just gonna eat it on its own. Can't wait. Let's dig in. The egg's so bouncy. It's like not letting me stabilize it. Whoop, girl, stop moving around. Ooh, that yolk is perfect. Use my technique when you're boiling eggs next time. And you have that little ring of spice. So good, let's go. Mmm. Mmm. Honestly, all of the flavors, or like, no, not the flavors, but all of my childhood memories are coming flooding back with these flavors. Oh my God, so, so good. The pairing of fennel with the tomatoes and egg is so tasty. It's like a little refreshing, a little unexpected. So the next time you're making like a curry, think about throwing a little bit of fennel in there. The yolk is nice and creamy in the middle, the egg white perfectly cooked, and the jamminess of the tomatoes, it adds a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of acidity, and really brings this dish together. My South Indian egg fry inspired by my mom. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give me a big ol' thumbs up. You know how that makes me feel. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe for more videos. And as always, if you have a question, comment, concern, request, anything else that you need to get off of your chest, leave it in the comments box down below. Until my next video, I will see you all later. Stay excellent. Bye.